YouTube. YouTube. Hello. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Jetthro here for another night dive, day 29 of this 100-day challenge. I don't know. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if my sound is working. I can hear myself talking, but I can't hear any tabs. Like just my background music. So I just don't know if it's working. I'm going to do a quick test here to just make sure my audio is working, so I'm just not rambling into the void. Well, okay, it's working. All right, we're going to keep going. Just not going to have any background music today. It is what it is. C'est la vie. Yeah, as I was saying, welcome. I'm Jetthro. Again, this is day 29 of a 100-day challenge. It has not been 100 consecutive days. I went on vacation, or I was kind of out of town, or whatever you want to call it, for a couple days. So just genuinely was not able to keep an active streak going, if you will, but I'm back at it. Back into it. So today, the topic for today, it's a tough day. Today was a tough day. Lot of ground to cover. I really want to keep this quick. I'm simultaneously mentally beating myself up and trying to say it's okay. So I'm kind of in a dichotomy here. But yeah, before I get into that, I guess I should say, I don't know kind of why I'm doing this. If this is the first time you're seeing this, I'm doing this. It's a nightly journal entry for me. Documentation, just kind of get some things out of my brain and just get them out so that I don't have to lay in bed for 3 hours before I go to sleep, tossing and turning. And yeah, it just helps. It helps me. I've seen so many little subtle improvements over the past 29 documentations or videos. Things like I feel like I'm able to go off on tangents, like different tangents, but it feels like I can at least come back and close most of them. At least a lot more than I used to. I would just go off on tangents and just be all over the place and never finish any thoughts. And so, yeah, it's been good for that. I feel like I've been able to talk to people more in more clarifying ways, and just remember that I had a thought that I wanted to ask people, and I would actually remember in the moment to ask them, or if I have a thought, I'll just say it, and I'm having the moments less and less where I'll think back at the conversation 30 minutes later and think, man, I should have said this. That would have been dope if I would have said this. I'm having less of those moments. So just overall, I feel like my communication is getting better by doing this. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, that's where that's at. So that feels good. If that feels good. But I'll dive into the format here real quick and get into my day. I'm just gonna jump into some gratitude and then jump into the mantra, 'cause again I want to keep this quick. Gratitude. Today's tough. I'm having a hard time feeling grateful for anything. I'm grateful that I don't know. I'm really grateful I had a lot of time off. I'd built up a lot of PTO and I used all of it and kind of piggybacked off of a 4-day weekend that I normally have scheduled in. So I haven't worked I'm approaching 2 weeks, and pretty much all of it's paid for. So it's nice. It's really nice. It's been nice. So I'm grateful for the time that I had to not have to, work. It's been great. Mantra. The mantra I have and that I do, just again, if no one knows, or that it's not clear to anybody, or if someone is first time watching this, the things that I'm doing, the consistency, the discipline, showing up every single day to I'm trying to learn Spanish. I'm trying to get my body in shape and train for this marathon, and work out more, and it's hard. I'm trying to eat right. It's hard. Just it's crazy. Like, the things that are good for you and better for you are just so difficult, and doing them day in and day out, it's tough. So this is a moment that I give to recognize that, to respect it, to give it the time and the space it needs, to let it breathe, just so that I remember, essentially. But okay, let's do this quickly. Is anyone chatting? Is anyone in the chat? What's up? No one's here? All right, cool. I planned my day out yesterday. Last night after the stream, I really honed in on I was going to do a whole week, and I had done light stuff Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I really wanted to focus on Monday. So this was Sunday night. I was like, okay, I'm just going to focus on Monday. What am I doing Monday? And I tried to visualize, like, okay, what am I going to do? Here's my day. Here's my potential day. And I tried to be real, like, loose with it. I didn't want to, like, not put something in or put something down, in the sense of, like, not doing it because how do I explain this? I wanted to just put some stuff in and just see what happened, essentially. And I had a really good idea of what I was going to do the first half of my day, like the first 6 a.m. to maybe noon or 2, if I got lucky. And then after that, it was kind of like, okay, well, just put some stuff in and try to stick to it. Right? And I have a young child. I have an almost 3-year-old. And, oh my God. Just thinking about it just hurts. When you're trying to do shit and you have to watch a kid the whole day. It's tough. It's tough to get all your shit done. It just is. It just genuinely is. And that is what happened to me today. So my day started out, I wanted to wake up at 5:45. I'm not wearing it right now, but I have like a little watch, like a Fitbit thing. And it's got a smart alarm on it. So I set it for 5:45. Well, I set it for 5:30, actually. And it will take half an hour. Sorry. It's my kid's Play-Doh thing. It'll take like half an hour before or half an hour after that time. So if I set it for 5:30, it will do a smart wake up where if it senses that my brain is in light mode, or like not in REM sleep or whatever, I don't know the fucking cycles, but if it's in a mode where it's easy to wake up, even if it's 5:07, it'll wake me up rather than just go off at 5:30 if I'm in a deep sleep. So I set it I wanted to wake up at 5:45 a.m. and my alarm went off and it was 5:01, and I was like, fuck. It's like, well, I could get up, or I could try sleeping another hour or so and get some more rest, because I went to bed past midnight. Beyond, like, even with my best efforts, it's going to happen again tonight. So I went to bed past midnight, woke up at 5. It felt like I hadn't slept at all. So I was like, I'm going to try another hour. So I did, and then I woke up at 6:15. And I'm glad I woke up at 6:15, because that's when I wanted to be out running. And I was like, fuck. So I got up and stretched and left at like 6:40. So I'm saying all this to say, I'm being really descriptive, because I'm saying all that to say my day didn't start exactly how I wanted to. But I still got out and run. And I did 4 miles. Even on the run, I had a hiccup on the run. My tracker, I put it in my fanny pack after a mile, and I just didn't lock my phone. And so by the time I did the second mile, I know this loop. It's definitely a mile. And I didn't hear it when I was running. I didn't hear it say 2 miles. And I was like, I should definitely be at 2 miles by now. And I looked at it, and it had stopped. It had stopped tracking. So I was like, fuck. So another tough part to my day. Just another thing to overcome. Yeah, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, these things are not a big deal. But I just am taking to them. I'm just like, God. Just what a of course, I try to plan my day out, and then I get fucking tested, So that that was kind of the start to my day. I wanted to go to the gym as well, but by the time I finished running, I didn't have time to I just didn't have time to get there on time. I guess I could have, but I had to still change my clothes. I just had all these excuses. Just was battling things and just didn't go. And I was like, I should stay here anyway. It was my turn to wake up with my kid anyway, so I was like, I should just stay here anyway and wait till my daughter wakes up and let my wife sleep in, and I'll go to the gym tomorrow. So I did that. And then the rest of my day, I had these plans to do shit. I had all these plans, and it was chaos. It was just utter chaos. I still got the things done I wanted to, I think. I mean, kind of for the most part. I wanted to apply to some jobs, and I did. I wanted to call the bank, and I did. All while watching my kid. But God, I was such a bitch all day. I really was. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle. Let me change my self-talk. I struggled handling that, but I can do it in the future. It was just tough. It was tough. I was really tired. I was really, really tired. And my kid kept stepping on me. God, a fucking kid. Having a kid is the most wild thing. Just sitting on the couch, and she's just deciding she wants to run across the couch and step on me as she goes across. It's the most upsetting thing. Gonna let it go. Just gotta breathe it out. She's a 2-year-old. She's 2.5. She has no idea what she's doing. Oh God. But yeah, I struggled. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna struggle in the future as hard as I did today. Kind of going back, the dichotomy that I was feeling, or am feeling, it's just very much like I'm proud of myself that I scheduled out my day, but man, I am beating myself up that I was not able to like stick to it, even close. Like I got the run in, but even it was half an hour late. It was an hour late. So I applied for the jobs that I wanted to, not all of them, some of them, and it wasn't even at the time that I I had allotted for. It was at it was like just throughout the day, really. I mean, I guess I still got them done. I guess I called the bank. It wasn't when I wanted to. So, just really trying not to beat myself up, but I do feel proud, sort of in there, somewhere in there, I do. Yeah, I applied to all these jobs. I have been back and forth. I'm gonna go off on a tangent here for a second because I do want to talk about this. I have been back and forth about whether I want to sell or not, and specifically solar. I can do other things probably, but selling solar, I have the most experience in, and I know I could do it. And I know what I have to do. It's just kind of scary. I realized I was in the shower just now, like an hour ago, and I realized why I think it's scary. Because I know exactly what to do. I know the whole process. I know it. And I know how solar works. And I know how it works financially for people too. Like it just saves people money. It does. But there's a point in the sale when you gotta be tough, and you just gotta like ask them, like, dude, let's do this or not, like, let's go, essentially. And I've always had this like mental block with money, and asking people for money and for their business, or just like negotiating, that kind of thing. I've never done it, and it terrifies me. And I realized in the shower, it's because I'm not prepared enough. And I do this kind of thing, or I study Spanish, or I study, I guess I don't really study. I'm running, and I'm disciplined in those things, but I'm not disciplined in practicing and studying selling. And I know I could do it. I know I can do it, but I'm just not applying myself, or I'm not giving myself enough time or effort. I'm not putting in the effort. Yeah, I'm definitely not putting in the effort to know exactly what I'm doing and have a process. I know it, but I just don't. I haven't practiced it. I haven't fully done it in a long time. And so that uncertainty scares me. And so I was thinking about this in the shower. I was like, why am I not practicing? Why am I not studying more, harder, and really honing in the things I need to say, and the skills, and like all that kind of shit. So that is actually why I wanted to keep this short, and actually I'm going to end this pretty quickly here. But it's because I was like, I'm having all this other time for, documentation and journaling, and, studying Spanish. It's minimum 5 minutes a day. A lot of times it's 10, 15, even 20 minutes of that. And I'm spending 30 minutes to 60 minutes running, almost every day. Like, why? I'm doing all of those things and being consistent with it, but those things aren't going to bring me income, really. Like, selling solar it's a highly sought after position because of how much money you can make. It's a really difficult position, and people fail like myself. I have failed in the past because I wasn't fully prepared. In the past, I didn't know the whole process. I didn't know the whole selling process. And, there's still some stuff I could probably learn. I'm sure there is. In fact, I know there is stuff I could learn. But I have a much better idea than I did when I was selling the first time. And so that should be a kick in my ass. That should be like, I know what I need to do. Why am I not practicing it in the same way that I'm practicing all these other things, or that I'm disciplined in doing all these other things? Because that's what's going to bring me financial freedom, or the income and things that will help improve my family's lives and my life. At least the quickest way. I think. And yet I'm just trying to wing it. I don't know. It's weird. I'm trying to I'll just wing it. I'll figure it out as I go along. No, dude. No. Get your ass in gear and figure it out exactly how you're going to do it. So that's where I'm at. I'm going to go study, and I'm going to get some shit done so that I could do all those things that I was just ranting about. In terms of the topic, real quick before I go. In terms of the topic, tough day. I'm going to plan out. I'm gonna plan out my day again, and be consistent with that, because I know it is gonna get better for me if I keep doing it. Even with the kid, even with all this other shit, like it's just a good habit to have built in. I know it is, intuitively. And so I'm going to keep doing it and report back how it goes. So there's that. I wanted to have a drink really badly today, but I went to Target and was like, man, I could easily buy a 6-pack or a bottle of wine, and I didn't, and it was actually really easy to not. So fuck you, 3 months of no alcohol. Okay, that's all to report. That's all to get out of my brain. If any of you guys, again, are seeing this for the first time or seeing this in the future, much love to you. Sincerely, like be safe. I've been on a kick of saying, just text your mom, text your dad, text your brothers, siblings, sisters, whatever. Send them a text, call them. I don't give a fuck. Just don't be afraid to. Do it, because you might regret not. So, stay safe. Much love to you guys. Namaste. We will see you tomorrow.